Hello everyone. So in this video, I want to explain to you about the architecture about the place cell high concurrency system. In this diagram, I separated into three parts. First for the backend web architecture, second one for the frontend web architecture, and the last one for the user flow. So let's begin. The basic idea of this architecture is to solve the concurrency problem, which is mainly faced once we hit the flash sale system with a sudden surge. As well as I provided the recommended infrastructure here. For sure, basically I'm using AWS. Okay, let's start. Let me explain first into this user flow part. So at the first point, the user try to enter the ID to make a purchase. Let's say his ID can be email or can be username. This user will call to our Fargate API, which is this scalable and easy to maintain. Then it will check if the current cells is active or not. If not, then we just throw back the feedback into the users. If valid, then it will continue to check if user already purchased or not. So this check will be done under the Elastic Cache. And if not, the system will make that user to be purchased. So this to avoid the same user to perform the order. And after that, it will decrement the stock of the product. And after decrement, we check from the code whether the stock is less than 0. If less than 0 means the stock is oversold. So that's why we need here to throw back the feedback into the user. If not, then we can continue to save the purchase from the user. Yeah, so that's pretty much about the basic flow from this flash sale. And let's go with the other topic, the backend architecture. So it's also, simply the backend architecture. Let's say the user try to visit the website. It will call the Fargate API, and yeah, previously Fargate API should fetch the latest image container from AWS ECR, which is content of our backend API code. Then it will forward the request into our Elastic Cache cluster. So I'm creating cluster here, this to mitigate the risk if one of the Elastic Cache is down. If one of Elastic Cache is down, it will promote the other machine, which is its replica, to be primary. So we can ensure this Elastic Cache always on it. And what Elastic Cache perform is one is to decrement the stock, and the second one, like I say here, is to increment the stock to be 0 if after decrement we see the stock is negative. After that, last we mark the user as purchase. And last one, after this process is complete, then we can set the user purchase data into our database cluster. So it's same. I'm creating the primary and replica to mitigate the risk if write operation when the write operation failed because one of the instances is off. Yeah, so we can promote the replica to be primary. And yeah, this last one for the front-end web architecture. I'm using Amazon CloudFront this for the distributed front-end with backside is Amazon S3, the places where we store our front-end file. So this I'm using CloudFront to make the traffic much more lighter. Let's say we are under Tokyo or under Singapore, so we instead of we making a front-end request into the center of AWS, let's say Virginia, we just need to make a front-end request to the nearest. Yeah. So for example, I'm in Indonesia, I can make the front-end request to the Jakarta or the Singapore, yeah, to the nearest. Yeah, so that's all about this basic architecture of the flash sale high concurrency system. And I also will be adding my node into the GitHub README. Let's say we might face the inconsistency stuff which happening into this Elasticsearch cluster. What we might do is we can reinit the stock from querying first the database cluster, right? So I'm already provided the endpoint for that. Then it will update the sales stock here to the Elasticsearch cluster. Yeah, so that's one point that inconsistency might happens or occur into this system. And yeah, I think mostly cover. So this target automatic scaling. If a traffic surge, we can handle it seamlessly. It will automatic scale, as well as why I'm using this Elasticsearch cluster to perform to avoid overselling, because if we just do run the update stock here using the raw locking, the traffic would be heavy, as the right IO is very expensive. That's why I'm having a approach to have the Elasticsearch cluster here, because it's lightweight, it's in memory, and it support the atomic operation using the decrement from Redis. Yeah, okay. That's all from my side. Thank you.